All right, guys, welcome to my channel. I want to show you a new trike. This is Tiniover. Brand new trike to the market here. Company based out of California, and they're going to direct ship to customers. They're going to have them in stock, which is good. It's a direct to customer. As you can see, you've got your shipping, which is a fast shipping. You've got a 1-year warranty on that, which is awesome. And you have reliable service. Now, whether or not they do, I don't know, because it's a brand new company. So let's hope for, really good service. But look at this. This is nothing like that's on the market. This is a modular trike where you can change the back on this thing. You're going to love this thing. And the price is pretty reasonable also. So they have two models right now. They have the Creek and the Creek Pro. And I will go over the differences of the two bikes. And not a big difference, but there's a price difference and there's some power difference and so on and so forth. But we'll go over it. Awesome looking bikes, guys, for sure. So we're going to start with the Creek. Now, this is your base model, let's call it. Now, this is exactly base. Now you've got the rear seat on it. So you could put your grandchildren on this thing. You'll put your wife on it. This is now with a rack on the back and the cargo basket. And I'm going to show you a couple other things when we go through this. We can do it a little bit slower. You see the pricing moves up and down depending on what you get, but I would get it with the backrest in the seat and the basket just like that right now. And so at $13.98, and then I would add on the passenger package, because the passenger package added on to it. So you would be able to go back and forth with what you would want to do with this. Now, if you wanted the back rack on it, which I don't know what you would use it for. I wouldn't personally use it, but the back seat would be awesome, and the regular basket setup would be awesome for me. So that's what I would choose. I would buy the one with the backrest. The backrest is well worth the money, guys. And I would probably take it off when I was going to put the seat on it because it'd be in the way. But I did want to show you those two. And again, we're going to go over the differences of the two trikes, but we're looking at a 1,000-watt peak and a 500-watt motor in this one here. And we're going to discuss that a little bit more later on in this video. And you've got a 48-volt, 15-amp-hour battery. You're going to get between 60 and 80 miles out of it, so they claim, and that's not really the way it is. And we'll discuss that also. So 20 miles an hour, also top speed for this. You've got your reverse in this thing, which is good. Cruise control, parking brakes on it. Very nice trike, guys. And they're talking 4.7 to 6.7 as far as height on this thing. And your step over height would be 13.3 inches to get over that bar. So that's important to know, too, if you had some sort of a restriction that would not allow you to pick up your leg that far. So this is looking at it with the different accessories you can put on this. Really flexible, like they say. Super nice. I've never seen a trike like this before. And this is just, I know so many people asking for this rear seat. So many people are going to be happy with this. The stability of this trike too, the way they have the seat in the middle here, it kind of puts it out on nice even dimensions on this bike so that it's very stable. Different things you can see here, the reverse mode, which is awesome. Not all trikes have reverse, very few have reverse. Cruise control, so on and so forth. Nice wide seats on this, passenger seats even wider. Adjustable handlebars. Guys, look at the way that these handlebars adjust. So you can get them to go up, down, back, forth, tilt them towards you. Awesome, awesome. You got differential, you got triple brakes on this. Instead of having one in the front and one in the middle of the rear, they've got one on each wheel, which is awesome. You got a parking brake on it, and you also have, if you put the accessories on, they put this anti-backflip thing on it, and there's a reason for that, and I'll show you why too. In here, you've got a lot of dimensions, guys, so if you had any questions before you bought it about, could it fit through the door, they give you all the measurements in here, which is awesome because not a lot of trikes do this, so that you know where you can fit it in your house, whether it fits through the door, which is really nice. This is what's in the box. They're showing you, baskets, fenders, the tools to put it together, the nuts, bolts. let's look at the top of the line here. This is the Pro. So the Pro comes in more money. You can go to the website, check all this stuff out. These are going to be available real soon. If not at the time that you saw this, it may be up, but this is prior to it coming out. I'm playing around here with the backrest on, off, and I'll tell you what to do is just order it with the backrest. I'm telling you, it's worth getting the backrest. So different pricing. As you can see, this is the highest price with the rack on the back. But again, get it with the backrest and add the other features on. It's cheaper that way. It's not cheaper. It all works out, but you get, kind of more things you can do with it. So here's some pictures of it, different ways it's set up. Awesome. I really like this trike. I cannot wait to get this thing to the channel, and it's coming soon. They are going to send me the Pro, and they're going to send me the Creek version of it too. So we'll have the Pro Creek, and I will have the Creek version so that we can look at the two here. They're going to send the accessories, and we're going to be able to show you different videos on this thing. So definitely subscribe to my channel so that we can, talk about this later on. You guys can ask me questions too. I have my email on there, and I'm trying to just show you some of the different things. You can go to the website, but it's kind of better when I sit here and talk about it because there's a lot of things that you might not know about. Torque sensor on this Pro, which is awesome. So when you pedal, your output is going to equal what you're getting back. You've got hydraulic brakes on it. You've got the 750 motor instead of the 500 watt motor. You also have a 20 amp hour battery instead of a 15, which is great. Got those wheelie bars in the back there too, which is awesome. We'll go into that a little bit further also. Again, the larger battery is nice on that, but you're going to have a larger motor too. I did talk to them about in the future, they may be coming out with a bigger battery or a second battery, so that's great. This thing is a UL compliant, so just so you know that the battery in the bike is. So here's your differences here. You've got your 1000 watt peak 500 watt motor, and the other one has the 750 1200 watt peak. Also 22 miles an hour versus 20 miles an hour. You got your 15 amp battery versus a 20 amp battery. So, that's why you're paying some extra money, guys, and the torque sensor is well worth it for me. So there's your range. Don't believe the range. You're never going to get that kind of range out of it, guys. So torque sensor right there. Very important, guys, like I said. Otherwise, if you just pedal on the without the torque sensor, it's like hitting the throttle on it. Your torque on this bike, which is your uphill climbing type ability, is better on the Pro, which is great. Again, you get your cadence versus your torque sensor. And again, torque sensor is worth the money. Also, on this bike, you have a brake difference. On the brakes, you have cable pull manual brakes or these hydraulic brakes. Hydraulic's the way to go, guys. So definitely, to me, it's worth the upgrade to spend the extra money for the Pro. If you don't have the money, it's still going to be an awesome bike just to get the Creek. So this is your manual brake. It's a cable pull brake. And this one is hydraulic, so it pushes fluid into that thing and closes the calipers on that thing. This is your parking brake right here. You're going to engage that, pull the lever back, and when you pull the lever in, it will let it go. Your quarter shift throttle is right there on that. The screen on this, I'd like to see it a little bit bigger. It does have a passcode that you can set. This is how you turn the bike on and off. Down on the bottom here, this is your walk. So if you ever had a walk next to the bike, you can press on that and it will slowly walk ahead. This is how you put your pass levels up. Your pass levels are going to be how fast you go. So most of these are 1 to 5. I believe this one is 1 to 5. And as you go up, it'll go faster as you pedal. This is how you bring the passes down. So you can really dial it in, especially with the cadence sensor. Not so much with the torque sensor. The torque sensor, just by pedaling slow, will slow the bike down no matter what you have it in. Here's your wheelie bars on here, which only come if you get the accessories. So you're going to have your weight way back on that thing, so they want to make sure that, it doesn't flip over. You have a differential in this thing that makes this trike very stable. Instead of like the inside tire stopping and the outside tire would just skid if it was a live axle, it'll allow that outside tire to turn. So very stable bike, guys. And again, the weight distribution, the way they have it done is awesome, so that this thing is a very stable trike. It's important for us older people to not obviously have a bike that's going to be tipping over. And the whole idea of the trike is so that we don't. Again, there's a special right now. If you buy the trike right away, you get $100 off. I'm hoping in the future with this company that they will give me something to give to you guys as far as money off, but it's not there yet, but they gave that $100 off. Great looking trike, guys, so you definitely want to get this thing. Again, I'm going to show you this unboxing. You can watch this or don't watch it. Very unique box on this thing. You cut the straps when this thing comes in, and hopefully whoever they ship it with ships it nice. Now these things, you just press them in and these things pop out, which is going to allow that whole box to slide up, which is awesome. I've had a couple other come like this, but this is unique the way it sits in the box like that. I've never seen one like that. I think this is superb packing on this thing. You've got all your stuff in here. You need to put this thing together. You got real owner's manuals instead of online. You got your charger. You got your hubcap covers, because they give you hubcap covers. All the stuff you need, wheel covers for the front, your hardware, everything. Nicely packaged in here. You've got your baskets in here, your fenders in here. So you will start putting this thing together. I'm not going to sit here and narrate this whole unboxing, but if you guys want to watch this thing so that you know how you get this thing, definitely watch the whole thing. But it's, like I said, it's very well packaged. There's quite a bit on this one to put together. I've seen more and more trikes coming this way, and I think they do it this way. They're changing to it this way. So it was convenient before when it came in, and a lot of it was together. But people were getting these things with dented fenders and bent wheels, and just, if the shipping company drops the box or throws it out of the back of the truck and it hits on the wheel and the wheel was attached, it ends up bending the wheel, and it's just as much as it's a pain in the neck to put this thing together, you can be assured that it's probably not going to come bent. First thing they want you to do is put these handlebar on after you unfold this thing. You put the handlebar on next, but again, you could possibly talk to your local bike shop maybe ahead of time of buying this. If you weren't confident of putting this together yourself, maybe they would charge you $150, I don't know, to put this thing together. I really don't know what it would cost, but it's definitely something that you probably, if you're not confident, you could put it together yourself, which I think is very easy to do. They give you very good instructions, obviously, but you could talk to them ahead of time and see if they would put it together for you. And it's also good to have a company like that you get along with. Even if they charge you $200 to put it together, you've got somebody down the road you can say, hey, my bike's not working right or whatever, and they're already familiar with it and they could work on it. And it's better than going somewhere and they're like, yay, we don't trust, we don't work on electric bikes, so on and so forth. Because they already put it together. They already made some money with you, and I think that's good. Putting the front wheel on here, if you do it yourself, there's a little plastic thing in that brake. You got to pull that out to slide the rotor into that caliper. Make sure you put these safety features on, obviously. Put the nuts on. I think they did a really good job of this video. When the trike comes in to me, I am also going to do an unboxing on it. So again, subscribe to that channel and we can talk, more about it when I get it. If you guys have questions, you can reach out to me. I have an email address. You can email me and I can try to answer the questions for you. I am not, part of this company. I am working with them, though, as far as they're sending me a trike so that I can show it to you guys and that's my involvement with it. But I do this for a lot of companies, and I would, I enjoy talking to you people and making sure that you understand your trike. And if you have any questions, again, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to answer your questions on them. Everything on this thing is, again, pretty easy. I have confidence that most people can put it together. My sister got a trike that was in a million pieces. This is not in a million pieces. This is pretty much there. The nuts and bolts are all in the position that they need to be. You just take it out, so you don't have to sit there and go, wow, which nut goes where, which bolt goes where. It's already there. This thing has 18-inch tires on it, just so you know. They're 18 by 4. So it's going to really cushion the ride, having those big fat tires on there. Also, I did see on the things you could buy for this trike, they offered a suspension seat post. Guys, a suspension seat post is awesome. Definitely, if you're buying this bike, you should think about getting that suspension seat post if you have, rough roads. If you don't have rough roads, then don't worry about it. Wait till you see me ride my bikes around here, my trikes around here. My roads are awful around here. I'm constantly hitting bumps. So definitely, subscribe to the channel if you want to see me ride. I ride trikes, I ride bikes, I ride all kinds of things. I have 2 channels. I do have a trike channel that is dedicated to trikes only. And I have a bike channel, Gary's E-Bike Adventures, which this is on, that deals with a wide variety of bikes, trikes, and multiple things. We have e-motos, and we even do kick scooters too. So quite a bit on my channel that I got, and but more trike stuff on the trike channel, so check out Gary's E-Trike Adventures. And I'm just getting that one going. I'll have a lot more content coming in the winter. Wintertime is my time to ride trikes, and during the summer I tend to ride bikes. But the trikes are awesome in the snow, and I know half of you people are going, this guy wants to go ride in the snow. Yeah, I get out there, get off the couch, get out there and enjoy myself. I bundle up. I have battery operated clothing. And this company is pretty excited that I'm going to get out there this winter and ride these things. So tires are directionals, guy, on this. Just so you know that. Not that you're going to have to really worry about it, but the 2 back tires will have to go on with those arrows facing forward, just so you know that. Again, I said I wasn't going to talk through this whole thing. I was just going to let you watch it. But like I said, I'm passionate about what I do. I started this channel a little over 2 years ago. I am 65 years old. I am retiring at 67. This e-bike channel is... I honestly started this channel not knowing that I was going to do e-bikes, but I bought an e-bike, and the next thing I knew, I was doing e-bike rides and stuff like that. I do a ride every Saturday, guys. If you want to watch me ride, and I talk, and sometimes I ride with friends, and it's interesting. I have, quite a following out there. My channel's not big by any means, but hey, subscribe and give me one more subscriber. I'd appreciate it. And plus, I have a lot of information that I put out there, and we have a lot of fun on this channel too. So, like I said, I do multiple things, mostly bikes on the bike channel, trikes on the trike channel, but I've had mobility scooters. I've had all kinds of stuff on this channel. So I thought I would, tell you guys about this thing ahead of time. I asked the company, would it be okay if I used the stuff on this that they gave me, meaning like this video and stuff, if I could do this video ahead of time before the bikes trikes came out. I call them bikes all the time, guys, and technically it is a bike. So I'm properly, my nomenclature is proper on it, though it is a trike, because it has 3 wheels and a bike has 2 wheels. So I guess there is a difference, but legally it's a bike. And that's why you're allowed to pedal it down the road, because it is a bike and bikes are allowed on roads. The classification on these bikes would be a class 2, I believe, because you have a throttle on it and you have pedal assist. And it only goes, if you get the Pro version, it goes to 22 miles an hour, which is 2 miles over the Class 2, but I don't think anybody's going to, get upset about 2 miles an hour. So I believe it is technically a Class 2 trike. I know I have a lot of people ask me questions like that because their state or their trails, their greenways, rail trails, whatever you want to call them, only allows Class 1 and 2 bikes. Believe me, guys, no one's going to complain if you're riding this bike on a rail trail or a greenway or whatever you call them. These are welcome. My state doesn't even allow you to ride a bike on a sidewalk. I know different states do. My state doesn't. Every once in a while, I'll jump up on the sidewalk. I'm a 65-year-old man in a trike. I don't think anybody's going to complain about it. If I do, obviously I'm not going to get in the way of pedestrians. Whenever I jump on a sidewalk, there's no one out there. And this bike, I don't know if it has a horn on it or not. It didn't look like it from what I could see, but put a bell on your bike when you get it, your trike. And, if you're out on the rail trail or if you're driving down a sidewalk or whatever, and there's somebody out there in your way, instead of, hollering at them or hitting a electric horn, just give them, ding, let them know you're coming. They'll appreciate it. You're not going to scare them and they'll get out of your way. So I always, go out on the rail trails and stuff. And I try to be the nicest guy out there, and everybody's going to respect you when you're doing it, and riding around, and you're not infringing on them. So don't go speeding on rail trails, so on and so forth. You guys are adults and you know what to do. But again, this trike, I don't know this company that well. Because they're brand new, but I can tell you this trike looks exciting. I hope they do everything that they are intending on doing. I can tell you I've talked with them quite a bit, emailing back and forth as to their intentions and what they're intending to do with this company. They're going to have a bunch of different things available as they go along. So as people make suggestions, whatever it is, I don't know, directionals, they might add those. Who knows? I did ask them about a second battery because I do this content all the time. People ask me all the time, hey, I want to put a second battery on, and how do I do it? So some companies offer that. I asked them about it. They are planning on offering that. I did say, a lot of these companies really overprice the batteries. Please put them out at a reasonable price because, people go on Amazon, they look at Amazon, the battery's, let's say, $300, and you go to buy it from this company or whatever, and they want $600. It's like, why is it double? And it shouldn't be. So they said they are going to price their stuff reasonable, so let's hope they do. It seems like a really good company to me. They've been communicating with me quite a bit. They haven't really asked me for anything. They want me to take this trike. They haven't sent out a contract. They're just going to send it out. They're trusting me. I trust them. I think, it's going to be an awesome company, guys. So I did express to them that customer service is what makes the difference between a good company and a bad company. I do believe that they are going to try to make customer service something very important to them. They do not seem like stupid people. I can tell you that the woman that I've been dealing with, her name is Kathy. I don't know what her nationality is, but she seems very she understands my questions and so on and so forth. I deal with a lot of companies that are basically dealing with the Chinese people in China. About 10 o'clock at night is when I start getting all these emails and stuff, because it's morning for them. They just got to work and they're sending out emails and so on and so forth. And this woman has called me with a California number. So they are based out of California. All these Trikes, just so you know, all the companies, every one of them, the Trikes do come from China. Vietnam, China, whatever. Then no one's making these over here. Even people companies that may assemble them over here, the components are all Chinese. So I don't know of any company trike. I don't even know of any bike companies that are literally building bike from scratch and using all American components. Even if they're building, I do e-motos, which are built over here, some of them, but they build the frames, but they buy Chinese motors and Chinese batteries and everything else. Some of them, the cells are coming from China, even if they're putting their batteries together over here. So just be aware of that. This company, I believe, is going to stock parts. They're going to have, if you get the Trike and the battery dies on it, you should be able to get a battery in a reasonable amount of time. And, again, I don't know this for sure. We just can hope for the best. And guys, again, hit that like, hit the subscribe if you got something out of this channel. I appreciate you guys watching. We went through the whole video and I kept talking the whole time. So, go check the comments. If I have anything extra, I'll throw it in the comments, but I'll have the link to this bike in the comments. And I will, like I said, anytime, if you have a question or whatever, reach out. I'll leave my email. I'll throw it up on the screen here now. Ask me the questions. I'll try to answer them for you, or I'll try to get an answer for you. But I am not this company, just so you know that. I'm an individual just like you. Guys, hit that like and subscribe on the way out if you got something out of this. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, guys, I want to thank you for watching my video today. And if you are interested in buying a bike or something, please check with my affiliate links. That helps the channel out greatly. Again, guys, hit that like and subscribe on the way out. And thank you very much for watching. You guys are awesome. Thank you.